And today we're learning more about a recent decision to grant parole for a man convicted of driving drunk and killing a well-known Kingsport businessman.
Mike Locke, pictured here on your screen, was a former Tennessee state representative. He was killed by James Hamm Jr. in 2014. Hamm was convicted of vehicular homicide by intoxication and leaving the scene of an accident that resulted in death.
Ashley Sharp uncovered some new details today about Hamm's parole. Ashley?
Josh, Sarah, the hearing where it was first recommended Hamm be paroled happened about 2 weeks ago, but today we found out that 2 other parole board members have voted for Hamm's early release, making his parole official, and they've also set his conditions for release from jail. James Hamm Jr. has served about 7.5 years of his 14-year sentence for the death of Mike Locke. Up until 2 weeks ago, he had been denied parole 3 times before. Now that he is set to be released, the parole board decided on conditions that he must be held to outside of jail. Those conditions include participation in a halfway house or approved release plan, random drug and alcohol screenings, paying restitution if ordered by a court, and wearing a transdermal monitoring device which monitors alcohol consumption. A date for release has not yet been set, though, for Hamm. Today, a spokesperson for the Board of Parole told us the Tennessee Department of Corrections is the agency that will ultimately release an offender. They told us today, quote, once TDOC notifies the Board of Parole that the release plan has been approved and a certificate is appropriate, the parole certificate is issued and TDOC will release the offender at the date set. Now, family members of Mike Locke reached out to News Channel 11 today, frustrated that the letter sent to the family by the parole board did not mention Hamm being required to wear an ankle monitoring device upon his release. It turns out that was a miscommunication to the family, one Mike Locke's wife called frustrating. Again, it's not currently known just yet when Hamm will be released. For more information about all of the conditions that were set forth by the parole board, you can head to our website. That's WJHL.com.